I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces. And then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like, I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, The Definition of Man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the woman you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today.
Yo, 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 we here. We are here. What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the motherfucking dating game. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody. And real quick, before we get into all the stuff, you guys, y'all gotta go to shoplocario.com because y'all got today, y'all got tomorrow, you got the next day, and then on the 15th, you understand what I'm saying? It's a wrap, so check this out.
The dating game sucks for you, doesn't it? I know. And the reason why it sucks is because there's certain things that you don't know about women and dating. And this is why you should get my new audio program, What Men Wish They Knew About Women. In this program, I'm going to be teaching you one big mistake you're making on the first date that puts you directly in the friend zone. I'm going to talk about texting mistakes you're making to turn women off. And I'm also going to teach you how to be the sexually attractive guy that women want to hook up with and or be in a long-term relationship with, and much more. Now, in this program, I have my lady, April MC, and she's going to be telling you the truth from a woman's perspective about what makes a woman attracted to you. All right, so make sure that you go to shoplocario.com right now to get your copy of this audio program, and it's on sale from now up until March 15th. Okay, so make sure you go to shoplocario.com and get your copy today. And that's pretty much it, and I'm out of here, guys. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out.
All right, so you said the mic is fucked up. Can y'all hear the mic? Let me know if y'all can hear the mic. You said the mic sounding crazy? Let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure my mic is sounding good. Oh, shit. The mic is sounding crazy. Oh, shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this mic. Hold on. Let me readjust it real quick. Hold on. Because that shit is wild. I don't know why. All right, let me see if it sounds a little better now. Hold on, Miles is calling me. You. Okay, hold on, let me see. Let me turn it back off and on. Hold on, let me turn it off.
All right, let me see. How does this sound now? Could you guys hear me? It's still bad? Still zagging? It's still bad? All right, so we good? Still zagging? All right, we good. We good. Still bad? All right, cool. We good now. Perfect. Okay, we good. I don't know what was going on. All right, so let me see. How does it sound now? Did you guys hear me? All right, so we had a little technical difficulty, but we good now. Hold on. Why am I? I think I'm on my Bluetooth. Hold on. Let me get off this Bluetooth shit real quick so I don't hear that echo. All right, cool. Let me turn that off. All right, cool. So we good now. All right, cool. So we good. Let's get it cracking. All right, so let me real quick before we get into all this stuff, make sure that you guys always go to CunninghamElements.com. Go to CunninghamElements.com. Get the soap. Get the parfum, oh yeah, there's no more shea butter. I'm sorry, there's no more shea butter. But get the soap and get the parfum. Go to CunninghamElements.com to get that cracking. Make sure you guys do that and get that going. You feel what I'm saying? Also, make sure that you guys go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario. Go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario to join the Patreon. Get that shit cracking. To join the Patreon, make sure you guys go because we do this every week. We do current events. We get all of that stuff going. So make sure you guys do that and get that cracking. You feel me? Also, make sure that you guys go to shoplocario.com. You feel what I'm saying? And remember, like I said, the last day to get this on sale is going to be on the 15th. So make sure that you guys go and get that on sale ASAP right now. The last day is going to be on the 15th. So make sure that you guys do that and get that going. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys do that. Also, make sure you guys get the online dating consultation with myself in April. Make sure you guys do that. Get that going. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure y'all get that going. So that you go to shoplocario.com to get that cracking and also get all the other stuff. We got the massive game collection, master the vetting process, how to have sex 2 women a day, audio book, ebook, and all the other programs that you guys can get at shoplocario.com. So make sure you guys do that and get that going. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you make that happen. All right, hold on. Let me put up the thing so that you guys can donate. So make sure if you guys want to call in number is 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number. So make sure you guys call that. You feel what I'm saying? If you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your question. You feel what I mean? So make sure that you guys do that and get that going. And make sure you guys donate. I'm about to put the donate link up real quick so that you guys can get this cracking. And you guys can donate and get your questions answered. Let me put this to the top real quick. Pin that to the top. All right, cool. Hold on. We already got some. What's going on? What's popping? Who this?
Is Jay Morris? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Did you donate?
Yeah, I donated to Miles last day.
So what's going on?
Okay, I had a question. Like after you made decisions of weak game decisions, and you knew what you were doing, but you kind of were like, I'm gonna do it on my own way. Can you recover from that and get your game back tight?
What do you mean? Can you recover from that? What are you talking about?
So like, you know, like say you knew like, okay, you got yourself into a situation and you're like, all right, I'm not gonna vet it because I'm just gonna do it my way. And then you did it your way, you got your ass fucking burned. And then now you kind of like, all right, you know what?
So you're trying to say, can you fuck up and then fix the situation you fucked up?
No, never. No. Basically, you knew you were getting into a situation. You were like, all right, I know I'm not vetting this woman. Let me see how far I can go with it, and let me see if I can do it my way. And then you see you fucked up, and you're like, all right, look, from this, I never want to do that again. Now I want to make sure I do things 100% the right way.
Well, yeah. Well, you gotta start over. But the thing is the problem though is that you should just do it the right way the first time. Do you see what I'm saying? See, the issue is this, is that if you're doing it a certain way and shit's not popping off, right? What happens is that you're just going to try to find another wrong way to do it. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why we tell you guys, the cheat code is the game. The cheat code is the coaching. Like, us teaching you this is the cheat code, but so that you don't got to keep bumping your head. This is why we tell you guys to get coaching, because we're telling you the things that are best practices that's going to yield you the correct result. And then what happens is that once you start to see that, you say, oh, all I got to do is replicate this more times. But the thing is that if you're trying to do it the way that you've been doing it, then you're going to keep making mistakes, and then you're going to try to figure it out again on your own. You're going to make a different mistake and then a different mistake, but you're still going to make all these mistakes because you're not actually doing it how, you need to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I knew the vetting process. I knew everything I was supposed to do, but I just went with my emotions. And then I was like, I ain't gonna lie, no homo. I had you like in the back of my head, like, nigga, if you like, you basically like you told the caller yesterday, if you spill grape juice on the shirt, you got to throw away the whole shirt and get a new one. And I was just kind of like being in denial.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you guys got to actually do the things that's going to yield you the correct results. You feel what I'm saying? So that you don't be out here on some bullshit. You feel what I mean?
Exactly. So I appreciate everything, and I believe 100%. Like, I would never waste my time again. That's what it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Well, I appreciate the call, fam. Yes, sir. All right. So, guys, call in. Calling number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. So if you guys want to call up, donate and call up. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat. We'll get to your questions at the end. You feel what I'm saying? So today's topic, we're talking about, broke guys can't get beautiful women, right? This is what a lot of guys think. And this is a big lie that society is telling you guys out here, that you need to have money to get hot women. So I put up a post the other day on Facebook. And basically I was saying that a lot of guys will say, or even sometimes women will repeat this stupid shit. They'll say that, well, if you're broke, or they say this, only broke guys deal with fat chicks or unattractive women, right? That's what they say. They say only broke dudes will deal with fat or unattractive women. So when you say that comment, that only broke guys deal with fat chicks or unattractive women, what you're essentially also saying at the same time is that if you want a woman who is in shape and who is attractive, you have to have money. You feel what I'm saying? So whenever a guy is like, well, you broke, so you can't get this caliber of woman, or you broke, so you're not going to be able to meet hot women, or hot women are not going to want to fuck with you. What they're doing is they're equating their value to the money, and then the women being as valuable as the money, but them as the man, they don't have any value. And that's why they say that type of shit. That's why they talk about it that way, right? Because what they're essentially saying is the woman is extremely valuable. I'm not valuable, so I have to have something that is valuable to equal to her. You understand? So basically what you're saying is that in order for me to get a hot woman, I have to have money, because without money, I am not valuable to women. And the woman is as valuable as the money, right? And then what happens is on the flip side, you say, well, if I'm broke, I can only deal with women who I'm unattracted to, or the women that are overweight. You understand what I'm saying? And so the problem is that when you have that type of, thought process, that's when you fuck up out here in these streets. You feel what I'm saying? That's when you're going to have a hard time in the game, because what happens is that if you think this way, then you're going to always interact with women that way. You're going to think, I can't get a woman, or women are not going to be attracted to me unless I have money, unless I'm balling, right? And so the thing you have to understand is this, is that women are going to be attracted to you based on who you are and not what you have. See, women are attracted to you based on what you have when they're not attracted to who you are. Don't let that, go over your head. Women are going to be attracted to what you have when they are not attracted to who you are. You understand? If she's attracted to who you are, she don't give a fuck about what you have. See, the only time a woman cares about what you have is when who you are, she doesn't see who you are as valuable. That's why a lot of these guys are like, man, well, you got to have money. You got to have all of this type of shit in order for women to want to fuck with you. Because these same guys, they don't see themselves as valuable. So they say, I need the money in order to be valuable, in order to get these types of women. Do you see what I mean? And so you have to be careful with this thought process, because if you think that, well, I can't get hot girls because I'm broke, or I need a lot of money to get hot women, then basically you have the thoughts of a trick. You basically think like a trick, because that's a trick mentality. And so you want to make sure that you don't have that trick mentality, because if you have the trick mentality, then what's going to happen is that's how you're going to deal with women in general, like a trick, right? Because this is what a lot of guys do. Based on how attractive physically they think the woman is, that's how they'll plan the dates. Oh, well, she's a baddie, so therefore, if she's a baddie, then I got to make sure that I take her to an expensive restaurant, right? If she's okay, if she's like an okay looking chick, I'll take her to coffee, or I'll even try to just get over to the crib or whatever. Who cares? Like, let me see what's popping with this chick, right? They're more comfortable doing that with that chick. But when they see a chick who they think is a baddie, then they roll out the red carpet. But understand that they're playing mind games with themselves, because they're treating the woman in relation to how they see themselves. So they're saying, I'm not shit and she is the shit. So because I'm not shit and she is the shit, I have to overcompensate with money. I have to overcompensate with taking her out to a fancy restaurant. I got to overcompensate by talking to her on the phone and courting her and doing all this other shit. You understand? And this is how guys think when it comes to this. And the thing is, if you keep thinking this way, this is going to get you to the point where you consistently trick. See, a lot of guys fool themselves into thinking that a woman is more valuable based on how she looks. And that's a mistake. I'm saying it again. Guys think that a woman is more valuable based on how she looks. So if they think she's more valuable based on how she looks, then what they're going to do is they're going to say, well, it makes sense for me to use money to get these girls, because since they're hotter, they're way more valuable. So I have to bring more value to the situation, because the value that I have isn't enough. Who I am isn't enough. You see what I'm saying? And that's a mistake, because again, like I said, when you have this mentality, that's how you're going to act when you're dealing with women. You see what I'm saying? Like there's no getting around this, right? So what happens is that society is lying to you, because women will sort of co-sign this too. You understand? So what women will say is, you'll be like, hey, let's go get coffee. And like, oh, I don't do coffee dates and blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, I'm just do coffee. I'm just trying to, kick it and feel the vibe. Oh, well, listen, if you broke, just say that. Listen, if you broke, just say that. You understand that? That's how they get you. That's how they try to shame you. Listen, if you broke, just say that. Right? If you want to deal with a baddie, you got to come with the bag. You understand? If you want to deal with a higher caliber woman, you got to come with the bag. See, the idea of a higher caliber woman or a higher value woman is all bullshit. That's all something that you have convinced yourself in your own mind, and probably because you're influenced by what society is saying and doing, to feel like this woman over here is way more valuable than this woman over here. But see, the problem is this woman over here can't be more valuable than this woman over here, because her value and how valuable she is subjective, is based on you. So how can a woman be valuable to me outside of me? That doesn't make any sense. Let's say again, how can a woman be valuable outside of me when I determine if she's valuable to me? She can't be valuable outside of me. I don't know this chick. She hasn't shown me anything. She hasn't done anything. She hasn't taken any instruction yet. I don't know if she's going to follow my lead or be cooperative or anything like that. So I'm judging her value based just on how she looks. You understand what I'm saying? That don't make any sense. But again, this is how guys think, because a lot of guys have been indoctrinated to think that their value comes from what they do versus who they are. They think their value is what they have versus who they are. And this is where shit goes left. You understand what I'm saying? This is where shit goes left. And guys, you want to call up, call the numbers 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number. And again, guys, I want to remind y'all that you guys need to go and get this goddamn program. You got to get What Men Wish They Knew About Women. It is fire, and it is on sale up until the 15th. So you got a few days left to get it on sale, so you don't have to, pay the full price. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys do that and get that cracking. And guys, if you have any questions, put a Q in the chat, and we will get to your question. So this says, when people see a very attractive woman with an average guy, they assume he has money or he's packing. Do you think being known as well endowed actually increases a man's success with women? Well, this is the thing. If a woman knows for whatever reason that you're packing, right? That could make a woman, be sexually attracted to you and be curious and all this other stuff, right? But what you got to understand about the game, and see, this is the funny part about this question, is because you're saying that, they see the average guy, they assume he has money or that he's packing, right? Now, what a lot of people don't understand about attraction in the game is when a woman is, interacting with you, a lot of it has to do with how she feels when she's interacting with you. You understand what I'm saying? It's about how she feels when she's interacting with you. And so part of what makes her attracted to you is that feeling, right? So a person is saying the average guy, but usually what happens is that when they're talking about the average guy, what are they saying? They're saying he's average because of what? Oh, he's not tall enough, right? He's not good looking enough. So their idea of average is surface level. You understand? So you see the guy and you're like, wait a second, this guy got a bad chick on his arm. He's only 5'8" or 5'7", and he's an average looking dude. How do you pull her? Right? That's what dudes think. You understand what I'm saying? That's what these dudes think. And so what happens is you're looking on the surface level, but you're not understanding how that woman feels around that guy, right? That guy inspires a feeling within her, which is why she's attracted to him. Now, I'm not saying that there's guys out there who, you see them and you're like, yeah, this guy's probably paying or some shit or doing some other simp type trick type shit. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. What I'm saying though is that the first thing that people think, right, is, oh, well, he must be paying, or maybe he must be packing. Now, him packing is better than him paying. You understand what I'm saying? Well, what I'm trying to get you to understand is that if the woman is actually attracted to who he is, it's the feeling she gets around him, which attracts her to him, which makes her want to stay with him. But again, that has nothing to do with him being broke or being rich or whatever it is. But the problem is that so many people think this because they always think surface level about these particular things. And see, let me explain something to you guys. This is how you get caught up. Let me show you how y'all get caught up, right? See, some women, they will use you for your money and resources and all that other stuff because that's how you come at them. And see, you come at them that way because you think that in order to get the hot women, you need the resources and the finances and all that other stuff. So even if you're not directly coming at her on some trick and shit, you are indirectly coming at her on some trick and shit because your mindset is a guy who's a trick. Because men who are tricks always think of interacting with women based on money. So they're like, man, if I get my money up, then I can get this hot woman. Because see, when I was on Facebook and I posted the post when I was talking about this, and there was a dude like, so Locario, what are you saying? Are you saying that this doesn't make any sense? Are you saying, why would a guy, this is what he said. He said, why would a guy work hard to get all this money only to fuck with a unattractive, average looking chick? That's what he was saying. He's like, why would a guy work so hard to get all this money only to fuck with an average or unattractive woman? He's like, wouldn't he want the hottest chick? See, the problem with that is this. He should get the hottest woman that he wants to get or to interact with, but what the fuck does that have to do with him getting money? You see what I'm saying? That's the part that these guys are missing. You want a hot chick, cool. But why are you attaching, well, I'm working hard to get all this money. Why would I want to get all this money to get it out? Why are we even talking about money? What has money got to do with this? But see, money has to do with this if you have the mentality of a trick. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how a lot of these guys think. They put women on a pedestal based on how the woman looks. It's terrible. Let me see what some of the other questions say. It says the less attractive a woman looks, the more cooperative she is a false statement. Well, yeah, that is a false statement. Where did you get that statement from? So I'm saying, you know what's funny? I think I might be mistaken. I might be mistaken, but I've remember, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember I think I heard Kevin Samuel said something to the effect of dudes will go down in looks for like cooperation. I think I'm paraphrasing, but he basically said something like to that effect of dudes will go down in looks for cooperation. Right? But it's not really dudes go down in looks for cooperation. It's that cooperation is more important than looks. You understand what I'm saying? So cooperation is more important than looks. So it's not to say that you are going to date or hook up with or talk to a girl you're not attracted to. But what happens is that if you see a woman or talking to a woman and you are attracted to her, you think she's attractive and you're attracted to her, right? What happens is that this woman doesn't have to be a dime or a baddie for you to fuck with her. But the thing is that she's cooperative and she happens to be attractive, so you fuck with her, right? But the problem is that a lot of guys will interact and deal with women who are uncooperative. You understand what I'm saying? Just because she looks a certain way, which is unfortunate. But, you know, dudes will do this all the time. And so the problem is that when you have this mentality, you're training yourself to be a trick. If you think broke guys can't get beautiful women, you are training yourself to be a trick. If you think that, man, I'm trying to get my money up because I want to get the hottest chicks, you are training yourself to be a trick. If you think you can't get hot women without money, you are training yourself to be a trick. It's really that simple. See, when you deal with women, you're actually supposed to separate women and money. You understand? You should not be spending money on women. And when I say spending money on women, I'm not talking about going on a date. I'm talking about you spending money to try to get access to women. There's a difference. Because a lot of guys be like, well, Locario, it's cheaper to just pay a hoe because, you know, if you're going on a date, you might go on like 2 or 3 dates and you still don't get no pussy and blah, blah, blah. That's a trick mentality. Because if you think that, then that means you're going on dates to fuck. If you just wanted to fuck, why are you going on all these dates? Just talk to the girl and set up the fucking. You see what I'm saying? But dudes can't do that because they don't believe that a woman would actually just want to have sex with them. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm saying here is this, is that spending money on a woman, right, is when you are using money to get access to women to try to have sex. You understand? Whether that's, you know, directly or indirectly, that's you tricking. So if you're like, hey, you know what? I like to go out and get some drinks, and I'm going to have a woman accompany me to get these drinks. We're going to get these drinks. We're going to kick it. I'm going to assess her, see if she's the type of chick that I would want to even continue to do something with. And now that I'm on this date, you know what? This chick is kind of cool. You know what? I'm going to invite her back to the crib. Y'all go back to the crib and y'all smash, right? That's not tricking. Tricking is, you're like, yo, she bad, man. You know, shit, I don't even want to go out, man. But, you know, shit, I guess I got to take her out to get some drinks or get some dinner. And then what I'll do is that after we eat, then I'm going to try to go back to her hotel and fuck. And then next thing you know, you go out to eat with this girl, you get drinks and all that. And she's like, oh, yeah, I had a good time. And she gives you a hug and a little peck on the cheek, if that much. And you're like, yo, let me, you know what I'm saying? Let's hang out at your spot or whatever. And then she's like, no, you know, I'm just, no, you know, like I would like to take it and all this other stupid shit, right? And then you get pissed off and upset that sex is not happening. You see what I'm saying? That's tricking. You understand? That is tricking. It's tricking because you only went out, paid for dinner, spent all that time because you wanted to fuck. You wanted to fuck before you even planned the date. You understand? So you knew that's what you want. You didn't. So basically what I'm saying is this. If that girl you took to dinner said to you, hey, listen, fuck this dinner shit. Let's just go back to my house and fuck, right? You would have did it because that's all you wanted to do. You see what I'm saying? So there's a difference between you spending money and you spending money on women. You see what I'm saying? See, you spending money is you might spend money because you're out doing things. And the woman is there just accompanying you to the situation. That's you spending money. But you spending money on a woman is you doing things that you know you don't want to do to try to get pussy. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. So a lot of people, you know, they don't understand this. They think that it's the same thing because a lot of times when you have the trick mentality, everything you're doing is trying to use that money or use money to get closer to sex. It's crazy. But guys, if you want to call up, call-in number is 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number. So if you guys want to call in, you guys can call in and get that cracking. All right, let me see what other questions we got. It says, do you think since dudes, let's say then, I don't know what that word is. I think you misspelled it. Do you think since dudes, I guess say tricked and simped, I guess that's what you're saying, so much that the baddie is quicker to bounce on you if you don't try to shower her with shit outside of themselves? Well, this is the thing. So if you're asking, is a chick who's a baddie quicker to bounce on you and not want to fuck with you because she's used to dudes showering her with gifts just in general. She will do that if she sees you as like those other guys, meaning that if she's not attracted to you sexually, yeah, she's going to bounce on you because you are not doing the same thing the other guys are doing. So meaning that if a woman is used to guys tricking and simping and you approach her and you talk to her, she's going to want you to trick or simp because she is not attracted to you, just like she's not attracted to those guys who was tricking and simping. Now, if she is attracted to you, right, she's going to fuck with you, right, without you having to trick or simp. And it's the funny part. The funny part is if she was initially attracted to you sexually and then you start tricking and simping, that's the thing that could make her less attracted to you and not want to fuck you anymore. That's the crazy part about it. See, a lot of you guys don't realize that when you start tricking and simping, that can turn a woman who at first had high interest in you, and her interest will dip quickly. It'll dip quickly. Why? Because your behavior turned her off. Right? Because she was sexually attracted to you, and now you're tricking and simping. See, when you're tricking and simping, you are automatically unattractive to women. I keep trying to tell you this. When you are tricking and simping, you are automatically unattractive to women. Because basically what you're saying is that I'm putting you on this pedestal. As soon as you put her on the pedestal, she's like, oh, he's not that guy. He's not that guy. You understand? You're like, he is not that guy. And so immediately you're unattractive. You see what I'm saying? But so it says, if you approach a woman for a hookup and she says yes, is there a situation where you have to set up a daytime to hook up and confirm the day of the hookup if she can't do tonight? Wait, what? I'm confused by the you got to call in. I'm confused by your question. So you're saying you approach a woman for a hookup. She says yes. Is there a situation where you have to set up a day/time hookup and confirm the day of the hookup if she can't do tonight? Yeah, you gotta call in. I'm confused by what you're saying, to be honest. Somebody reinterpret that for me. I don't know what he talk about. So it says, Locario, how do I train myself to not care about women who stop responding to me and unmatching me for no reason on dating apps? I try to set things up correctly and get ghosted. It gets annoying. Well, this is the thing. So this is why we tell you guys to not make the game about women. So this right here, this comment right here is a perfect example of making the game about women, because you're reacting to how women are responding to you. You understand? You're reacting to, it's like, basically this is what it is. And we actually talked about this on the Bad Boy show the other day, right? What you want to do is that when you deal with women, it's really, really simple, right? When you deal with women, only pay attention, right, to when a woman is doing the things that you want her to do. And you have to do this with zero emotion. I'm saying it again. Only pay attention to the things that women are doing that you want them to do with zero emotion, right? So when a woman is doing something that you don't like, don't have any emotion towards it, because that particular thing should be irrelevant. That should be non-existent because it's not what you want to happen. Then when a woman is doing something that you want to happen, accept it with no emotion. So when they're doing stuff you don't like, right? You don't get emotional about it. You have no emotion about it. And when they are doing something you do like, You accept it, but with no emotion. Now, why am I saying no emotion? Because if you feel good, for example, let's say, for example, in this particular situation, the woman sends you a message, she's setting up a date, and she's, she's trying to come see you for the date. Now, what'll happen is that you will probably feel good and be happy. Oh man, oh yeah, she coming through. I can't wait till tomorrow, man. I'm gonna see this chick is gonna be fire. Oh, she looks so good, blah, 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 blah. So now you're getting all caught up in the emotion of it, right? So what happens is that if you get caught up in the emotion of it, then you also have to get caught up in the emotion of when it doesn't happen. So let's say the girl flakes on you now. That same girl you was excited about, she flakes on you. Now you're pissed off. Now you're angry. Now you're frustrated. Man, it's some bullshit, man. What the fuck? Blah, 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 blah. So now you're upset. So what I'm saying is that you have to take emotion out of the entire fucking process. You understand? You got to take emotion out of the entire process. So, for example, if after I get off this live stream, right? Let's say I go outside and I go to, and a lot of you guys who go to Jamaican spots probably know this, but let's say I go to a Jamaican restaurant and I say, yo, let me get some oxtail and some rice and beans. And then they say to me, they're like, yo, there's no more oxtail. We ran out. Right? So I'll be like, all right, cool, no problem. And I'll walk out. And I go to the other Jamaican spot down the road and I say, hey, let me get some oxtail. And they say, yeah, we got some oxtail there. Give me the oxtail. Right? So what I'm saying is that I'm going out there and I'm just placing my order. I'm telling them what I want without any emotion. You understand what I'm saying? There's no emotion. Like it's not that serious. I'm not thinking about it. All I'm doing is saying what I want. And then the thing that I want to happen happens. When the thing I want to happen don't happen, then it don't happen, but I don't pay attention to it. I'm not sitting there going to the first Jamaican. Oh man, they ain't got no fucking oxtail. This some bullshit. Oh, my night is ruined, nigga. What the like? Okay, cool. You ain't got it. I'm out. Let me go to the next one. The next one got it. Cool. Thanks. I'll give you the money. Here's the food. Cool. We good. Stop putting emotion to it. You understand? All you're looking at or looking for is the woman doing what I want her to do? That's it. That's it. If she's not doing it, then don't fuck with it, or don't pay no attention. Because see, look, you're saying that they're unmatching you for no reason on the dating apps, right? And see, and this is the thing. That's another thing that you got to get out your mind is worrying about the reasons why the woman's doing it. Worrying about the reasons. Because you're saying they're unmatching you for no reason. You don't know the reason, but you shouldn't worry about the reason. You understand what I'm saying? There's always a reason, but you shouldn't worry about it. Because all you need to focus on is what you want to happen happening? That's it. Let me see. So what's your take on older guys in their early 50s saying that it's harder for them to get younger or more attractive women versus a guy in their 20s? Well, this is the thing, though. This is the thing. So let me talk about older niggas trying to fuck with younger chicks, right? It's a lot to unpack when you talk about older niggas, because I know y'all listen to a lot of red pill shit, and the red pill niggas be like, yeah, bro, get with the 21-year-olds, even though you're 55. You understand what I'm saying? And listen, if that's what you like, ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm going to tell you the bullshit with a lot of that shit, right? See, a lot of times, these older dudes who get with younger women are just basically tricks. Most of them. You understand what I'm saying? Hold on, let me take this call. Moses, what's going on?
Miles, if you're listening, I donated. You can check it.
All right, cool. What's going on?
This is a great topic. Let me tell you, that's why I'm comfortable having 0 bitches right now, because I'm too busy charging bitches to the game. Like I don't say I don't want women at all. Mm-hmm. You understand? But let me tell you, I like I have 0 chicks right now because I rather have peace than to deal with women who don't listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
You see this?
I agree.
Like, you see, this is the stuff a lot of guys don't understand. They're like, "Yo, Moses, you got 0 bitches. Come on, son." But then again, I have experience with women. That's something to be grateful about.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But here's the crazy part. The crazy part is that when you have 0, like, you can have a roster of 6 girls, and all of them is uncooperative, or you can have a roster of 6 girls, and all 6 girls, like, a dude may be saying, "Listen, I'm smashing all these girls," but are you smashing them on your terms though? The answer is no. So if you're on the women's time, then why you? But you got 6 girls, but I'm charging all these women to the game because they're not trying to be on my terms. And then eventually I might get 1 or 2 that might be on my terms. And then guess what? The 2 that's on my terms, I get less headache. I get less problems down the road. I get more respect, and it's more enjoyable. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, the thing is, you got to understand is that, cooperation is the key. You feel what I mean?
That's what I said.
Right. So the thing is most guys, because a woman is hot to them, they will disregard cooperation, or they will rationalize uncooperative behavior. They'll think that, it's okay that she's on some bullshit. You see what I'm saying? That's how it always works.
Exactly. That's how it works. Like, listen, I enjoy charging women to the game. I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? You're not following my lead, you gotta go. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. So for those who's on the Bad Boys membership, this is why the Bad Boys membership is important. Because you have pretty much everything we need on there.
Nah, that's real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real talk.
Because, like, if you want to know what's the best audio for that, 10 ways to prove or make a woman prove that she's interested in you. So you don't have to go through all this bullshit later on.
I agree. Now that's a fact. That's the joint right there. So guys, go to badboymembership.com, get this program, 10 ways to get women to prove that they're interested in you, so you ain't wasting their fucking time. That's how you do it. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And one last thing I'm gonna say for all you guys who say broke men can't get women. Listen, I know a guy who's living in a shelter right now, and he's fucking women. And then he's not just saying that. He brought me there to show me proof that he is fucking with women. But then that he is fucking women.
Right.
But I had to see it for myself because he's like, damn, what Locario is saying is true. Because think about this, he's living in a shelter. He got no money, nothing, but he's fucking these women. How come?
Oh yeah.
You want to know why? Because he has game. That's
a fact. Why. That's a fact.
So for all you clowns who think you need expensive cars, fancy cars, all this expensive jewelry, all this expensive clothes, and all that bullshit,
right,
to get women. And then you sitting up there wondering why you're still not getting women, or if you're getting women, these women are using you for what you got, and then he's spending it on guys who's on the memberships. Don't get mad because this is what you put out there.
Right, not as
you get what you attract. So
that's a fact.
That's all I have to say. So keep thinking you need money to get women. These women will take up your money, and I've seen it happen before. Trust me. I had family members who showed me movies, who made me watch a movie how a bad women took millionaire guy's money and spent it on the dude who didn't have money, that much money.
Oh yeah,
giving him all his money.
That happens all the time. That's a fact.
All the time, and I had to see it for myself. Like she took that guy's money, and who she married, who she made his wife, right? And then she took his money. She took like hundreds and thousands of dollars from him.
Right.
Went to a dude who's middle class, who don't even have as much as he has, and it spent it on him. It's like, okay, here's half of the money for you. Like, I like you. I took that money from my husband and give it to you. And then that dude is like, yeah, what a sucker. You know what I'm saying? But here's the crazy part. That guy, you know what he did? Guess what he did? He's like, yo, wait, now, to show respect, you keep respect your husband. Let him keep the money. I respect what you're doing, but let your man keep the money. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that to him. But guess what she did? She fucked him and then went back to her husband and act like she didn't fuck no other dude, but even though she fucking her husband because of the money. You know what I'm saying? So women do this type of shit. And if Locario, you real game, no theory guys, tell these dudes this every day.
That's a fact.
That stop leading with your wallet. Lead with your mind. Steve Dean said that. Lead with your mind.
Exactly.
So thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, fam. All right. So guys, call in. We got 2 free calls available. 2 free calls available right now. So make sure you guys call in. But yeah, I wanted to go back to this right here. We're talking about, guys in their 50s saying it's harder for them to get younger, more attractive women versus guys in their 20s. So this is the thing. A lot of dudes that are older, right, who want like the younger chicks, 19, 20, 21, and all that other stupid shit, right? See, and again, there's nothing wrong with that as long as, above age, they're legal, cool, right? The problem, though, is that a lot of these situations are basically trick hoe relationships, meaning the guy is basically a sugar daddy. And a lot of these younger dudes, younger women, interact with these older guys with that on their mind. Now, if you're an older guy who has game, right, what happens is that you'll be sexually attractive to these younger women. But in general, these younger women are getting with the older dudes because the older dudes are tricking. You see what I'm saying? Now, a lot of times the reason why these older dudes want the younger women, they'll say, oh, it's because, their bodies are tighter and it looks good and all that other stuff, right? That's not really the main thing. A lot of times what happens is these older guys, now that they got money, right, they want to relive their youth. So what happens is that a lot of these older niggas, they didn't really have access to women that age when they were that age. So meaning when the 50-year-old was 21, he couldn't get no pussy. You understand? So now that he's 50 and he got money, he wants to go back and get the pussy that he didn't get. That's how that shit works a lot of times with that. Right? Now, also what happens is this, is usually, and I don't want to get, I ain't want to get too deep with this, but usually what happens is that when older dudes are trying to get at younger women, right? Usually what happens is either he's young in the mind, right? Or she's young in the mind, or both, right? So either he's young in the mind and the woman who's younger than him is more mature and has more game than him, or she's young in the mind and he's more mature and knows more than her, or they're both young in the mind. That's usually what happens. So the reason why I'm saying that is this, is because if you're an older guy, right, and you know better and you're dealing with a younger woman. So if you're in your 40s and 50s, you're dealing with a 22-year-old who doesn't know any better. Then what happens is that because she doesn't know any better, she's going to get caught up emotionally because she doesn't know any better. See, think back, for example, any of you guys who are watching right now who are in your late 30s, probably 40s, whatever, think back to when you were young and you had a crush on a chick or you really liked the girl. Think about how intense that was. You understand? You're like, oh man, I can't stop thinking about her. I think I love her and all this other shit. That's the same shit that certain young women will do if they're naive and they're dealing with an older guy. Right? Now, you do have younger women who ain't about that life. They're like, listen, I'm trying to get this money from this old nigga. You said, I'm just out here fucking and having a good time. So they're not really caught up in all of that. But usually when those girls are like that, they end up attracting guys who are older, who are young in the mind. And so those guys start getting attached to those young girls. They want to wife up a 19-year-old and the nigga's 45. And the 19-year-old's looking at him like, nigga, what? Like, What are you doing? She's out here trying to go to the clubs and get lit and whatever the fuck is she doing. You trying to wife up a 19-year-old because you young in the mind. Or if that 19-year-old is naive or that 20-year-old is naive, she's going to think she in love with you. And then you got to deal with the drama of fucking with a chick with that mentality. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of shit happens with these. Again, I'm not saying it's a wrong thing to do. I'm just saying these are the things you have to look out for and understand. You see what I'm saying? So, because I know the red pill then told y'all, man, women's sexual market value and all that other shit. By the time after she's 24 or 25, bro, her sexual market value is over, bro. You got to get you a nice 21-year-old and 22-year-old and make an honest woman out of her and wife her up. And look, they tell you all of this shit. Let me tell you something. You should, as a grown-ass man, you should not be trying to wife up no 20-year-old or 19-year-old or 21-year-old. That's ridiculous. Women that are that young, they're in the phase usually where they're still trying to figure shit out and they're still out here trying to party, do a whole bunch of other shit, and you trying to lock her down. This shit is crazy. See what I'm saying? And usually what happens is most older dudes that these younger women try to get at, they're usually getting at them on some sugar daddy shit. Because most older dudes don't have game. You understand what I'm saying? Most older dudes are sloppy. Most older dudes are not sexually appealing to these young women. So when the girl is looking for the older guy, she's like, I'm looking for a sponsor. You see what I'm saying? So that's the type of shit that happens. But again, if these older guys actually had game, they wouldn't be caught up on this. Again, it's not to say that if they see a younger chick and they interact with her and everything is cool, that they can't get shit cracking. What I'm saying is that a lot of times this fixation on wanting, I got to get me a young, tender 20-year-old and all that other shit. That's that red pill shit where niggas be like, they be obsessed with young chicks. It's terrible. It's crazy. But, niggas got to do them. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not saying it in the sense of they shouldn't do it. I'm just saying a lot of times when they're doing it, it's basically on some tricking shit. And guys, we got 2 free calls available. 2 free calls available. Let's get that going. Call up. 2 free calls available. Let's get it cracking, people. Let's get it going. Let me see if we have any other questions. So this says, I've been watching videos of women frustrating about guys don't want to go on dates no more. What do you think about that? Do you think the women might start to act right because men are waking up? No. So this is the thing, right? Whenever you hear women complain about men, understand that 98, 99% of the time, they're complaining about attractive guys. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning, they're complaining about the top guy. They're complaining about him. They're complaining about that dude, right? They're not complaining about the average motherfuckers. They're complaining about the guys who they're super sexually attracted to that probably fucked them once or twice or whatever, and they can't get that guy to take them out. They can't get that guy to date them for real. They can't get that guy to settle down, right? So it's not that, they're saying, oh, these guys don't want to go on dates anymore. No, it's what happens is that a lot of women are coming to realize that what they thought they could get, they're starting to realize they can't. You understand? So in other words, women are starting to realize that they have no game. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they're starting to realize. They're starting to realize they have no game. Because this thing, a woman A woman doesn't have understand this. Women don't have a hard time finding guys who will take them out. They don't. You understand? Women are never starved for dudes to give them attention, take them out to dinner, take them out to get drinks. Women are never, there's never a time where a woman is sitting at home like, oh my God, I can't get a guy to text me, call me, no. Women have a hard time getting guys they like to do it. There's a difference. Women will never have a hard time getting a guy. She has a hard time getting the guy. You understand what I'm saying? That's really what it's about. They don't have a hard time getting a guy. They have a hard time getting the guy. You see what I mean? And so a lot of you guys don't understand this, but see, the thing is that when you have game, you understand the difference. You see what I'm saying? Because think about it. If you have all these women who are single, but you also have all these guys who will line up to holler at them, why is the woman struggling? She's struggling because the guy that she actually wants, all the other women want him. So he's like, why would I be with you though? Like, why would I just be with you? You understand? So that's what happens. It's like, well, I could okay, so if you want me and she want me and she want me and she want me and they want me, why would I stay with you? You see what I'm saying? And so that's why they be having a hard time. That's why they be having a hard time out here in these streets. You feel what I'm saying? But guys, call up. We still have 2 free calls available. 2 free calls. All right, we got 818. 818, what's popping? Who this?
What's up, Locario? This is No Data. My YouTube was kind of tripping, so I haven't been able to call in a minute. But I have a question.
Wait, hold on. You taking a free call?
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and take the free call.
All right, cool. So what's going on?
Yeah. So I got a question. When you're out here, like dating multiple women, how are you supposed to move out here? Like, say you're out with a chick, and then you're seeing another chick at the same time, and she sees you with a certain chick. How are you supposed to move in that situation upon letting her know you're telling her that you're seeing multiple women? Like, how are you supposed to move in that situation?
So what do you mean? How are you supposed to move? So you talking about like you? So you went on? Let's say you're going on a date with a girl tonight. And then you see another chick next week, and then the girl you went out on a date with tonight sees you at the bar with the other chick?
Yeah, and that girl that you went out with, you smashed, and like before all that, you told her like, hey, I'm out here single, I'm doing my thing and all that, and you just let her know like, I'm seeing multiple women, and then she sees you like, and then I just want to know how you're supposed to move in those situations.
No, you move exactly how you are moving. You're saying like there's nothing you have to do. See, this is the thing. The woman already knows. You understand what I'm saying? So meaning that this is not a surprise. So like, let's say if you go out with a chick and she's attracted to you, right? And she's feeling you. She knows other women are attracted to you and feeling you. You see what I'm saying? And then she sees you again randomly with another chick. She know what it is because she knows that other women are going to feel you. Other women are going to be feeling. But also too, it don't fucking matter because she's not your girl. You just met her last week. Like there's nothing to. You don't have to do anything. Has this happened to you before? Like have you been out and then some chick you went out with saw you with another chick?
Yeah, it happened to me about a week and a half ago, and she came up to me, said what up and everything, but I tried to set up like another day with her, and then she just like she wasn't feeling it, I guess, because she saw me with that girl, so I just left it alone. So I'm just trying to see, what I'm saying? I mean, I got a little more clarification on what you just said, so but that was just
but let me ask you a question. Hold on, let me ask you a question though. When this girl that you went out with, what happened? Like, how did you, how did y'all get together? Did you meet her off an app? Did you meet her in the street? Like, tell me the play-by-play of what happened.
So I met her through mutual friends at a club, and then I just introduced myself, and then just we exchanged information, and then set up the date, and that's pretty much it. And then I saw her again at one of the other clubs that I frequent, and then that's when she saw me with the other girl.
So wait, so when you met her, how long did it take for you to set the date where y'all went out? What happened with that?
About a week.
About a week. Okay, so you met her, you got information, you hit her up, and then you said, let's get together later this week, and y'all got together.
Yeah.
Okay, now what did y'all do on your date?
I just went out for drinks.
Okay, and did you call her throughout the week?
I didn't. I didn't. I set the date up, and then I called her the day of the date, and I confirmed, and she confirmed we're still on. She said, "Cool, yeah, just met up."
Okay.
And
how long were you on the date with her before you went back to your place and smashed?
So we went out for drinks, and then we went to a club after, and then after that we went to her spot and smashed.
Okay. How long you was at the club?
Probably like an hour.
An hour? Why'd you go to the club? Why'd you go from drinks to the club to smash? Why didn't you just go from the drinks to smashing?
I kind of, the thing is, I wanted to go to the club just to, chill out for a little bit longer. And then, we just ended up going back to her house after that.
Man, see, so, because the reason I'm asking you all of this is because every time when these things happen, I want to see how it went to make sure that you did everything correctly. You understand what I'm saying? You did everything that was tight. Now, everything was tight except for the club part.
Okay.
You understand? So let me ask you, because April said did you want to be seen with her? Is that why you went to the club?
Not at all.
Okay. And when y'all went to the club, what y'all was doing? Y'all was just dancing, or like what happened at the club?
Yeah, just having more drinks and just dancing. Not too much. Just socializing with our other people, like our mutual friends, and that's about it. Nothing too crazy.
Okay. So then you went to her crib, y'all smashed, and then when you smashed, how long were you there for after you smashed?
So I smashed, like we got there around I want to say maybe like 3 or so, and then I stayed till like in the morning. So I think that's where you say don't stay over, but I stayed over.
No. Why? So you spent the night?
Yeah.
Oh, nigga.
Yeah, I know. I might have to take this into the chin. I know.
You see, this is why we got to ask you these questions, because we got to break it down to see. Okay, so you spent the night, and what time you left? Did you have breakfast?
Hell no. I just spent the night, and I woke up in the morning, and then just I told her I had to leave, and I just left.
What time you woke up?
9.
9 o'clock. God damn. Okay, so now after you left the house, did you talk to her after? Did she call you? Did you call her? What happened?
I just told her. I told her I'll hit her up later. Like I'm gonna let you know when I touch down at the crib, and that's about it. And then she said cool. And then I tried to set up another date the next day, and then which was so that same day was the same night that she saw me with that other girl.
Wait. So you talking about, so you fucked the girl, slept at her house, woke up, and then she saw you that day with the new chick?
Yeah, that same night.
Oh, nigga. This is why I gotta ask these questions. So basically, okay, so you fucked up, bro. That's basically what happened. And now she don't want to.
I already know I fucked up. That's why I'm calling. I already know. So I just want to get the proper steps, so I won't run into the situation again.
Yeah. So now she's like not trying to return the calls and all that, right?
Oh yeah, for the most part. I mean, yeah. but I'm gonna see her again. So I mean, but yeah, I just want to know the proper steps. Anytime I run into this type of situation, how to move more correctly.
So basically, what happened is this, right? So the whole thing of spending more time with her to the clubs, right? And then you went to her crib. Y'all Now, how many times did y'all fuck that night? How many rounds?
So see, that's another thing I wanted to ask you about. Like, I was going to ask another question, but I don't want. I'd rather just.
How many rounds? I need to know how many rounds.
So it was one the first time, and then like throughout the night, when I woke up in the middle of the night, another time.
Oh my goodness! God damn! So this is what I'm saying. So you took her to the club, strike one. You was at her crib, did a bunch of rounds, strike two. You spent the night, strike three. You feel what I'm saying? So exactly, April already called it boyfriend energy. So what happened is that you were giving this woman all this boyfriend energy. She saw you with the next girl the next day, and she felt a type of way. Now, let me tell you, she wouldn't have felt the type of way. Oh, let me ask, did you hit raw?
Hell no.
Okay, good. Okay. So this is what happened. So this chick, Jesus Christ. So basically what happened was that she felt some type of way because of all that non-sexual boyfriend energy attention. So what you need to do for the next time is this, right? Whenever you get together with these women, right? Like, this is what you should have did. Y'all should have met for the drinks. After the drinks, went straight to the crib, right? You smash one time
and dip,
and then bounce. Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Now what would have happened is, right? What would have happened is, April said in the middle of the night, you put on the condom. Okay, so what would have happened is that she would have, because remember, it's your words and actions. Right? So when you deal with women, it's not just what you say, it's also what you do. So your words and actions have to line up. So you were doing great at first. Remember, you said y'all exchange information, you set up the date, and then you just saw her on the date, correct?
Correct.
Right.
Yep.
So you was already doing everything perfect. So now the fact that you weren't talking to her throughout the week before the date, that showed her, oh, he's not one of these guys that's going to give me all this non-sexual attention. So already in her mind, she's thinking, oh, this might just be a little fun hookup thing. Cool. You know what I'm saying? So now the fact that you didn't call her during the week and then you saw her on a date, y'all get the drinks. If y'all would have just smashed and you would have just left, when she saw you the next day with the woman, she wouldn't have said nothing. She would have been like, it's all good, whatever. And then you would have hit her up and then she would have saw you again. Why? Because everything would have shown her that it made sense for her to see you with another woman, because that's the perception she would have had of you. But the perception of you changed. She thought that this would be more because you were giving her more. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to stop giving these women all of this shit at the beginning. So, and this is the thing, a lot of you guys do this where y'all think that, oh, it's not a big deal. No, everything you do matters. Everything matters. You understand what I'm saying? Everything you do, everything you say matters. And so the more that you're doing all this non-sexual time, energy, and attention, that's going to give her hope or a thought that it's more than just casual sex. Because this is the thing, if you're just trying to hook up with women and keep that going, it has to be just that. That is it. It can't be anything else outside of that type of energy. Now, if you're first meeting a chick and you want to like fill her out, then yeah, you go get the drink or whatever it is. But after that happens, it's just got to be sex, and that's it.
I understand. Thank you. I appreciate for the clarification. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. So yeah, I appreciate it. Because
this was going to happen. The next time that happens, where you run into a chick that you smashed or whatever the other night, it's not going to be a thing or an issue, or she's not going to act funny, because all the moves you make and everything you're doing, that makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? It's a thing where it's, you know, it's like this. It's like, let's say, for example, if I introduced you to somebody, just a person I knew, and I said, hey, you know, I introduced you and I told you, oh yeah, this nigga, he's a fucking, he kind of like a hothead. So you got to like kind of, you know, give him some space or whatever. And then the next time you run into him, he's in a bar fight. You're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Cause he already told me he wild out and do stupid shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like it goes with the narrative of the perception you have of that person. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is that you're being a little inconsistent, but what she's going to remember is all that extra shit you did. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. I understand.
All right.
I appreciate it, Locario.
All right, brother.
Thank you for
Appreciate
taking
the
my
call,
man.
man. Yes, sir. All right, guys. We got one free call left. One free call. Make sure you guys call up. So you're about to end this in maybe 15 minutes and shit. So make sure you call if you guys want to call up and get that cracking. But yeah, man. Did we answer this? He said, do you think beautiful women with great self-worth and beautiful women with low self-image are the same when it comes to the interaction? Well, yeah, it's going to be the same because you're being the same. You're being you and doing what you do. So they still have to respond and react to you. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that, remember, see, guys, you got to understand, right? With all of this, what we're talking about is you understanding that when you interact with women, it's you interacting with women in your world, in your program, in your structure, right? So whether the girl feels like, oh, I'm super confident or I got low self-esteem, are you following my lead though? That's what I'm saying. Are you doing what I say? Are you coachable? Are you understand? All of that matters. You see what I mean? All of that matters because if the woman continues to interact with you, right? Whether she has low self-esteem or not, her self-esteem is going to be high the more she consistently fucks with you. You understand? Meaning that the more that she's consistent with you and the more that she's around the situation and you allow her to be there, right? Then the more energy she gets from you, the more investment is going on and the more she learns and the more she experiences. You see what I'm saying? So if you're the type of guy who has game and you're a leader, then that shit will go down. All right, 219, what's popping? Who this?
This is Locario, Darren.
What's going on? You sound like are you on a speakerphone or something?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you got to speak directly into the phone. Like put the phone to your ear and your mouth and speak.
All right. Is that better?
Wait, go ahead, say something.
Yeah, is that better?
A little bit, but go ahead. Are you taking a free call?
Yeah, is that okay?
All right. So what's the question?
Yeah, so I got a question. So I have a question. So a couple of weeks ago, I went on a date with this chick from my job. I don't know how you feel about that, but I've been having this chick for a minute, and I asked her for a drink, and she said okay. And I tried to make some moves of her to try to make some popping, to get some sexual from her. And she's like, no, she wasn't really feeling me. So I'm like, okay, cool, no worries. So we went on a date. I was trying to make some moves. She wasn't really feeling it. So I went about my best to know her feeling. So like a couple of days later, I accidentally came across her social media page.
You said hold on. You kind of hard to hear. You sure you speaking into the phone and not on a Bluetooth or nothing?
No, I'm speaking direct to the phone.
Okay, all right. So you said that you said you saw her, you ran across the social media page, and then what happened?
Yeah, I came across the social media page, and she has a lot of like sexual stuff on there, and I came across like a link, and it was like an OnlyFans page, and my question is that I felt some type of way about that. Is that wrong or right to feel some type of way about that?
Wait, hold on, wait. So wait. So you saying you felt some type of way about the fact that you found out the girl at your job that you was trying to holler at has a OnlyFans?
Well, it's not the fact that you feel the OnlyFans. It's the fact that I think that because I was kind of like get with her, and she keeps getting off that I'm not. You know how you say girls like, oh boy, I'm not the type of girl type of thing. I get off that. you know, that type of energy. And
Oh my God, your phone is crazy. That's probably why she wasn't getting with you, because she knew that phone was crazy. But so you're saying that you felt some type of way because women say, she said to you she's not that type of girl?
yeah, she was giving off that I'm not type of girl energy because I'm trying to have sex with her, and she was giving off that.
Yeah, but caller, hold on, wait. But you realize that having an OnlyFans is different than having sex with somebody. You know that, right?
I see when.
Huh?
I know you not. I see. I never did this music. I see it as one thing.
Yo, what is wrong with your phone though? Your phone is. Are you like? What do you got to be doing something crazy with your? What is all this? I'm hearing all this static.
Yeah, I don't know if the connection.
Okay. Now, whatever you're doing now, do that. Now I can hear you. What are you doing now? How are you talking on your phone now?
Yeah, speaking directly to the phone.
Okay, thank you. Start talking like that. Okay, now, thank you. Now, so you're saying that you felt some type of way because the girl at your job you're trying to holler at, what did she say to you exactly? What did you try to do?
I felt the type of way about her, like not wanting to like have sex, but then when I came across it, you know, like wait a minute, like okay, doing this like sexual stuff online, but then like it's like I felt like he was trying to like put it on this front, like this fake front. That's what I'm trying to say.
You said she's trying to do what?
He's trying to put it on this fake front. That's what I'm trying to
Okay,
say.
well Cole, let me ask you a question. What's the last thing you spent money on?
The very last thing I spent money on?
Yeah. Like, what's the last thing you spent money on?
Probably coffee.
Huh?
Coffee. I probably bought coffee.
You bought coffee.
Yeah.
Okay, why'd you buy the coffee?
Well, I'm a coffee person. I like to drink coffee.
Right. So you bought the coffee because you like the coffee, correct? So now, if somebody was trying to sell you something today, they came up to you and said, "Hey, I want you to buy this thing," and you was like, "Nah, I'm good." Are you full of shit now? Because can the person say, "Well, I feel some type of way because you bought coffee earlier, so why you won't buy this thing I'm selling you?"
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you got a point there.
Caller, man, you gotta understand. Stop feeling some type of way because some chick ain't want to fuck with you. Because remember, anytime a chick says something, you gotta add "with you" at the end of the sentence. So basically, she said, "I'm not that type of girl," but what you're supposed to hear is, "I'm not that type of girl with you." That means she's not attracted to you, so she's not gonna be that type of girl with you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see. So I
But Cole, you gotta fix your audio, man. So you sound like Charlie Brown teacher. You definitely got the wah. So Cole, listen, just understand this. It was never gonna work out anyway, because if you was to call her, this is what she would hear. She'd be like, "What the fuck I can't even hear what you're saying." You see what I'm saying? So you gotta get your phone fixed, caller, right? All right, man. Get some coaching. All right, peace. Oh my God, that was horrible. That was horrible, man. That was tough to because I'm trying to hear what he's saying, and it's just like the call is just bad. I'm like, God damn. But see, he's gonna go to the red pill. You feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you. And shout out to Captain K. Let me say, I just brought the program with April and Locario. That's what I'm talking about. Guys, make sure that you guys go to Shop Locario and get this program. What men wish they knew about women. Shout out to Captain Caleb. He just bought it. And make sure you guys get it. It is on sale now up until the 15th. So you guys got until the 15th to get up on this sale. I'm telling y'all need to get this. Y'all need it. You need it. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure you guys go get that shit cracking today. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure you make it happen. So shout out to Captain Caleb in the building. So yeah, make sure you guys go get that program. But see, You guys got to stop this, you feel some type of way because a woman is like, she's like, oh yeah, I'm not that type of girl. And then you're like, oh, she got an OnlyFans. So she was being fake with me. She was bullshitting me. She is that type of girl. What? Understand that when a woman is saying those things, she's saying it about you. You understand what I'm saying? She's saying this about you. So it's just audio. It's just audio. So it's just audio. It's an audio program. So you guys can go to shoplocario.com and get this audio program. This shit is fire. Do it. You know what I'm saying?
Just do it.
Understand? Make sure you guys get that shit cracking. It is fire. Shit is fire, man. But yeah, just, at the end of the day, man, you guys got to understand that when it comes to, when we talk about this, we're talking about broke guys can't get beautiful women and dudes thinking they need money to get women. And I really wish guys would get out of this mindset. Like, guys need to really get out of this mindset. When you have this mindset, it's going to fuck you over. And you're going to only attract women who don't really like you. Because remember, when a chick likes you, she wants to spend money on you. She wants to give you money. So how would you need money to get a hot chick when if the hot chick is fucking with you, she want to spend money on you? You see what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? And see, you gotta understand. A woman wants to spend money on you because she values you that much, and right, she wants to differentiate herself from other women. You see what I mean? She wants you to know that she appreciates you, and she wants to differentiate herself from the other women. But see, the key thing is other women, which means you have other women. She knows that you have other women. Why does she know you have other women, Locario? Because you're the attractive guy. And of course, if you're the attractive guy, you have what? Other women. Now, if you are the unattractive guy, right, you don't have other women. And because you're the unattractive guy, and she's like, well, you're the unattractive guy, I don't really like you like that. Guess what needs to happen? You got to use money because you're unattractive and she don't really like you. So in order for her to give you attention, then you definitely need to put up some bread. You see what I'm saying? You definitely need to put up some bread. That has to happen. But see, again, a lot of you guys don't understand this. And so therefore you guys think that when a chick fucks with you because you're taking her to a fancy restaurant, you're buying her nice things, you think she likes you. No, she likes that you're stupid enough to do this so she can get the resources, get the money, get the trips, get her rent paid, get her hair and nails done. She's like, I'm so happy I found me a sucker. I'm so glad that this guy is dumb as fuck. That's what happens. They're so happy. They're like, yes, this guy sucks. Now I can take advantage of his stupid ass. You understand what I'm saying? I can take advantage of his dumb ass. I'm telling you, women love that. Women love niggas that's naive. You understand what I'm saying? See, let me hold on. Let me see if I can find this thing. Cause I want to hold on. Let me see if I could. Cause somebody, I did a post. Oh, let me email this to myself real quick so I could show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick before we head out. Hold on, let me do that. Email it to myself and I'm gonna post it up. I want to show y'all something real quick. Let me, because this is very important for y'all to see before we wrap this up. Hold on. Let me go into my email real quick. Hold on. Let me see. let me see. Hold on. I want to show y'all something that is hilarious, but this is something you guys need to understand, because I posted up a post on Facebook, right? And this girl wrote a comment on the post. Let me upload this real quick. And I want to show y'all this to show y'all why chicks love when dudes are naive and don't have game. All right, I want to show y'all this real quick. Where's this shit at? Hold on. Where the fuck is this shit at? Okay, hold on. Here we go. What the fuck? Hold on. Where is this shit? I'm trying to upload this goddamn thing. Okay. Because I want to show y'all this real quick. So basically, this chick, here we go. Let me upload this. I'm gonna post it up. Now, I want y'all to, let me take this off so y'all could, and it's real small. It's real small at the bottom. Let me take this off so you guys can see, right? So this is a video where I was being interviewed, right? Now, I want y'all to look at the bottom of the screen, and it's real small, but I'll read it out to you for those who can't see, right? So basically what happened is I posted this joint and I'm spitting game. So the girl says at the bottom, she says, wow, he is dangerous. She's talking about me. She says, wow, he is dangerous. Women can't put no game on him. He know exactly how women think, LOL. You understand what I'm saying? She said, wow, he is dangerous. Women can't put no game on him. He know exactly how women think. You see what I'm talking about? See, when you have game, women can't play games with you. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I see, when women know you don't have game, they're like, oh, he's a sucker I could play games with. You see what I'm saying? This is why, see, guys, let me say something. I told you this before, right? See, a lot of dudes be excited because they get DMs on Instagram, right? I get little to no DMs from women. You know why? Because when they go onto my page, they say, oh, I can't play games with this nigga. It don't even make sense. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of you guys will get DMs from women, and what they're doing is they are setting it up to play you. Because she sees that you're game goofy and that she can get one over on you. But when they see you have game, either they gotta get with what you talking about and get with the program, or they gotta get the fuck up out of there. That's their only two options. So a lot of times women they love when you're naive, because when you're naive, then they can run game on you. That's exactly what she's talking about. She's like, oh, he's dangerous. Women can't put no game on him, AKA women can't run game on him because he understands the game. You see what I'm saying? And so when you guys are out here dealing with women and they see that you lead with your wallet, you think that, oh, well, because a girl's hot, you got to, like, what was the girl the other day talking about? You need to spend at least 50 grand on me to fuck with me. You understand what I'm saying? This is what these guys think, and they believe this shit. And then naive motherfuckers will have the 50 grand. Like that naive dudes will, pay her rent, throw her a bunch of money, do all this other shit because these dudes don't understand the game. You feel what I'm saying? It's crazy out here. It is crazy out here. But yeah, we about to wrap this shit up. Tune in tomorrow because we're going to be doing the Friday show, myself and Miles. So make sure you guys tune in for that. The show is going to be fire. So make sure you guys tune in for that. It's going to be on point. You feel what I'm saying? And again, make sure that you guys go to shoplocario.com. Get this program, What Men Wish They Knew About Women. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys get that shit cracking. Make sure you do that. because it's going to be fire. So, and remember, it's on sale from now up until the 15th. You feel what I'm saying? Up until the 15th. You feel what I mean? So make sure you guys do that and get that going. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you get that going. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Okay, cool. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty much it. All right, so yeah, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. And I will holler at you guys later. You feel what I'm saying? And make sure that you guys tune in tomorrow for the Friday show. And I'll holler at you later. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out. The dating game sucks for you, doesn't it? I know. And the reason why it sucks is because there's certain things that you don't know about women and dating. And this is why you should get my new audio program, What Men Wish They Knew About Women. In this program, I'm going to be teaching you one big mistake you're making on the first date that puts you directly into the friend zone. I'm going to talk about texting mistakes you're making to turn women off. And I'm also going to teach you how to be the sexually attractive guy that women want to hook up with and or be in a long-term relationship with, and much more. Now, in this program, I have my lady, April MC, and she's going to be telling you the truth from a woman's perspective about what makes a woman attracted to you. All right, so make sure that you go to shoplocario.com right now to get your copy of this audio program, and it's on sale from now up until March 15th. Okay, so make sure you go to shoplocario.com and get your copy today. And that's pretty much it, and I'm out of here, guys.